MVP race, Dave, than that.
And he really is in the mix already. It's remarkable as he misses the shot there. How good he's looked coming off that Achilles injury. You just never know. You know, Kevin is 32. And we've seen guys in their early 30s, mid-30s not be the same when they've had that kind of injury. But at least so far so good for Kevin Durant. As
in that first period, 17-2 advantages. Kevin gets an easy one. 17-2 advantage all season.
And boy, so many of those were early on. I mean, it was the first 4 or 5 possessions. They were getting down the floor with no resistance whatsoever from the Nets. The 12-point Toronto lead, a minute gone by in the second quarter. Here's Lowry, who's got 10 points, tying with Powell.
The conversation with Masai, but you talk about a guy who is supposition.
He's in his 9th year there, all-time leader in assists and steals, and he buries.
Three-point shooter in Toronto. You know, nightly on the defensive end, he's going to play smart and hard as Bembry jumps out in transition.
Not start due to contact tracing. Coming off the bench, though, first time that's ever happened in his career. And so far, Durant with 2 points. Here's the 3.
Important, obviously, with some of the depth challenges you have. He's proven he can knock down open shots. He should get a lot of those.
The traffic. Shamet has the hot hand. Harden finds him. And Landry Shamet, him as a college player at Wichita State. And then so far in the NBA with the Clippers and Philly before this year, he is a reliable.
On the offensive end, they're being assertive and aggressive. So early offense when they're not getting out in transition, just quick shooting it.
Jeff Green, no. And it's Toronto ball. Here comes Lowry. Being defended by Brown. Lowry gets past Durant, drives and dishes. Extra pass to Boucher. Boy, how about that look?
I'll tell you that this is the danger of you let somebody get by the initial point of your defense. You don't keep it in front. Everything else gets compromised.
Shamet again. 3 years ago. He's 3 for 5 from three-point land. Boucher misses. Numbers for the Nets. Here's Durant. He's got 3 assists already. 1 basket. He kicks it out to Green. Wide open look. The 3 is good.
Shooter on the floor.
Lowry's going to take the long 2. Around and out. First miss in 7 tries. And here comes James Harden. Back-to-back triple doubles for Harden. 4 already is a net. His 3.
His 6 made threes. Meanwhile, the Raptors continue to dominate in the paint. They've got 32 points in the paint already. Another opportunity. Good kick by Boucher.
Boucher shooting about 45%. He's got 2 rings. He played a game with Golden State, was on the roster, so he got a ring, was part of the title team 2 years ago, but now is a major part of their rotation in 2021. Landry Shamet off the front rim and out. Lowry again puts his head down, drives, flips it up.
Prior possession. The ball touched the paint first, and then it went out to the perimeter, so it was an easy catch and shoot 3. Like, I think it's got to be a huge care factor. They're switching. If you look down the stretch of the LA Clipper game, they got enough stops when they had to, Dave. You know, Harden found himself mismatched in the post, was able to dig it out of there. Kevin, that end. I mean, there's a lot of things that are going to go into it.
Spot up 3 by Joe Harris with the defensive play. Now Harden. And they're going to call a foul. The Nets have made 6 of their last 8 from 3 after a 1 for 8 start, yet they trail still by 10, and the Nets midway through this second quarter giving up second bucket. Durant trying to guard Siakam. Baines able to
bit more with this Raptors. You're late. You're packing up your house in Phoenix. Your wife, as you're trying to get yourself
on Baines. They lost Gasol and Ibaka, so they need production out of him on both ends. Like pass by Durant. DeAndre, 18 years in the league, and was with the Warriors as a player development consultant, also a general manager with the Canadian national team from 2012 to 2019. As Durant,
there's a fluidity to it and ease with which he does his work.
Thought it was interesting, Doris, as we were talking with Nash today about the differences in leading as a player as Harden.
It's been one challenge after another. What did he say was the biggest surprise, Dave, when you asked him? Do you remember what he said?
He said that the fact that you're barely in the locker room as Kyrie Irving hits.